Alright, we're going into our first set. Datbillybobjoeman versus HyperMania. So, Waluigi Sonic. I think this is better for Waluigi because Sonic really has to approach, and while he's, like, fast, he doesn't really, have, like, options to, like, deal some situations. Like, I know, Europe's Best Sonic, Overdrive opts to go for Sora in the Waluigi matchup.
Yeah, Sonic doesn't really have crazy disjoints, so he still does have to get up real close.
So, I imagine somewhat of a tough matchup for Sonic here. Now, HyperMania actually came back from a bit of like a just not showing up for a little while. He played in like the first 2 tournaments of the year, and then dipped for literally every tournament up until the last 2, including this one. But the last tournament he did get top 8, so yeah.
Well, yeah, when 750's on the line, people are gonna show up.
Yeah. Basically, everybody who is anybody within the past like year or 2 is here now.
Yeah, this is the tournament right now.
Yeah.
And so far, no one's really taken a huge lead. It's been fairly tame neutral so far.
Which is generally better for Waluigi, I imagine. When like it's fairly close. Waluigi can just kind of like if he just finds an opening at some point, then he has the stock advantage, and then your opponent's basically forced to approach. But if it's
more of an X factor to take a stock.
Billy gonna make it back there. Gonna shield that side B. The sweet spot is at the very end of that move. Oh, gets a weak back air.
Really risky to go for, but that one side B didn't go punish, and that Boy Joe taking the first stock.
Or getting his first stock taken, rather.
I confused the names, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
HyperMania is Sonic, okay.
Yeah. It's like Sonic Mania.
True. Did not care for that game.
I never played Sonic Mania. Anyways,
I don't really like the 2D Sonic game.
He just spot dodged through every single one of the plant's attempts at grabbing him, and now he's got the 178 lead.
Yeah, he's really high in the red percent right now. Almost anything should be able to take it.
Yeah, but Hyper is
Sonic's
just
very fast. Sonic can be very hard to kill. Yeah.
Dash attack not gonna do it because it's like a kill move. Oh, missed the down tilt there. Missed time to. Could have gotten like a meteor there.
Now
he grounded him and then got up there.
71. That's good amount of damage.
Yeah. Alright, Billy's got a grab. Yeah, he was looking for like a follow-up off the plant there, but didn't get it.
Homing attack missing there, and Billybob able to make it back on stage.
Yeah, now Billy has to approach, which is kind of difficult for Waluigi, I imagine.
Yeah, this is too big of a lead to just play passive with.
Yeah, which would actually be, I think, the better option here. Hyper's just kind of like waiting back and waiting for Billy to kind of just approach him and probably make a mistake. Whereas if Billy like kind of just keeps camping and maybe like slowly like creeps up on Hyper, he can kind of force a bad option.
Now, the percent will be made up.
Yeah, the percentage is now made up. So like, it was good on him to approach, I guess, because he did come out a bit better for it in the end. But he's gonna have to
probably... going really deep down there.
Yeah, I think the homing attack might have scared him.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even have to edge guard, just the threat of the edge guard can make you not recover.
Yeah. Like, just a funny story, I just had like a best of 5 on stream on FFC while we were waiting for this set to... or these sets, rather, to start happening. And threat of Falcon Punch actually, had the other person I was playing lose instead of actually like getting Falcon Punched, because they went off. They like oh, Billy taunting.
Wow. It's less embarrassing to SD than to get Falcon Punch. So I understand.
Yeah. And like they probably knew these sets were getting streamed, and like you can't just like not save the replays because your opponent probably will save the
When
replays
it's
and
on stream, you want to play for the people watching too, not just
Yeah.
for you.
So maybe like a bit of pressure coming into play. Oh, gets hit by the sweet
Ooh.
spot.
Alright,
Big
this is
stock
a nice
deficit.
lead for HyperMania.
Yeah, this is not looking too hot.
And continuing to pile on the pressure.
Yeah.
Billybob escaping the scenario.
Ooh, he got stuck
Ooh.
because of the Smashville ledges, and then Billy just down tilted and killed him.
Good awareness from Billybob, able to take that stock there.
Yeah, Smashville ledges are just kind of janky sometimes, where you like can't really like right up them. They stick out super far, or like the edge of the
Ooh.
stage does.
With the forward air not taking out the stock, and
Bear not gonna do it either. Oh, he
wing
got
attack.
the
Oh,
wind got him.
oh,
no,
that was really close.
That was literally if Billy had like his jump still or something, he probably would have won.
It was probably less than a second away from Billybob winning.
Yeah, if he had just like made it back onto stage or something. But that.
I mean, that was a good risky play. He was able to get the stock anyway.
So HyperMania is gonna take game 1, and yeah, the Link switch here. I imagine Billy
Link
probably.
is awesome. I don't know a lot about the meta of the game, but I did hear you say that Link was pretty good, like one of the
Yeah, Link is
better
like top
characters
3 in the game easy. Yeah, hasn't really got any bad matchups just because he has like tons of tools to deal with like a lot of situations. And Billy has been doing a lot of Link stuff lately. I believe he's gone on record saying before that Waluigi is not solo mainable, even though he wants to solo main Waluigi, but he's picking up Link because he thinks Link is like more consistent. So not surprised to see him switching to.
And a good thing about Jack of all trade characters, even though they don't super win, they don't super lose or get shut out either.
Yeah, there's like
But
no
they're-
really bad matchups.
They're a good solid choice if you want to main them.
Like they can have like really good matchups if you just like use the right tools, or they can, and like on the flip side of that coin, they can only really have like slightly losing matchups because they're gonna have some sort of tool to deal with something that your opponent's throwing out. Probably, if they're made right. If they're not, then that means they're a bad Jack of all trades.
Yeah, they're either bad or they're too oppressive. And HyperMania actually able to take the lead back. Billybob
Yeah.
taking the first stock.
It feels like Billybob is playing a lot from like a deficit, but he's like not really feeling like he is in deficit. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah.
play down, or you can play at like a disadvantage, or you can play like down, and like they're not interchangeable. But usually when you are at a deficit, it's pretty common to see people like playing down, like not really feel themselves.
I would say most people probably play better if they're down. There's just something primal that activates and makes you not want to die. At least in my
Yeah.
experience.
Well, there are different ways of looking at it.
It's depending on the context.
Yeah, and depending on the person too.
But a lot of damage racking up. And
Ooh, I think that
HyperMania-
might have been a misinput from HyperMania. I think he wanted
Probably
to do
meant
like
to
a
help me.
diagonal up B maybe, but maybe like let go of the up a bit early or something, and then got just a side B.
He was at a really high percent anyway, so it's not like that was the bad SD.
Yeah, but and if he closes out the stock without taking too much percent, it's not gonna matter too much. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
get the fair.
yeah. So it's an even game now.
Yeah, so the SD not really affecting too much. Hyper's punish game is really good.
Yeah. And if you're playing against a character like Link, you want to make the most out of your approaches.
Yeah, that's just generally how it is in this game. If you can get a lot off of your punishes and just execute really well, generally you're gonna be a pretty good like, top player.
Good job punishing that roll in from stage. Launch the
Oh,
other
the
side,
counter.
not landing the down smash.
Yeah, just barely a bit too slow on that.
Ooh, great pressure, able to take that stock. Maintaining a low percent.
He's catching Billy like shielding after these dash attacks and just getting a free grab from it. Which
Oh, okay.
leads to an extra 10%, which might not seem like much in the grand
It's
scheme.
a really close set.
Yeah. Billy has kept it very, very even. It's pretty clear that these two are about the same skill level. And now, HyperMania, one of like the older players who has kind of should have recently, and Billy, one of like the new school. So definitely a test of new versus old here, I guess.
I'm glad to see new players and have this scene grow.
Yeah, this is actually Billy's only his third tournament.
Oh.
But
And
the other
making
two,
it this far?
yeah, his other two he did get 7th and 5th. So like, pretty good to be here in top 16 in like such a stacked bracket. And then HyperMania obviously coming off of a top 8, so.
Equal percents on both. Ooh,
Oh, the
hero
obvious just
spin,
gonna do it.
yeah, stable.
It's so strong. Just catches you sometimes.
And are you able to reverse it on the ground?
What do you mean? Like, can you do it
Like
in the
turn
other
it
direction?
around as a DI mix-up.
I think so. But I don't think there's any difference between which side you hit it on.
So would it just launch the same no matter?
I think, but actually no. I think it gets like a weaker like the later it's out, which is like you get like a strong hit on the front side and then like a less strong hit on the other side. So yeah, that maybe would be a DI.
Reverse
I don't
up
imagine.
smashes and reverse up tilt can also be a DI mix-up.
Yeah, but I don't imagine like the actual like DI mix-up would be like that it sends at a different angle. I think it's just that it.
You get
Would
caught
send-
with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking with the link, I agree with this. And punishing the up B.
And the battlefield pick here. People have said many times before, Link doesn't really have any bad stages, and yeah, it's kind of showing, I guess, because he can just like camp on this top flat.
Yeah, trying to approach when Link has bombs. On a
He's
platform.
mistiming like his bomb drops though. Keeps getting hit by them, taking a bit of percent.
And holding the homing attack, waiting for it to get a punish.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
that
able
was
to
almost
get
like
the
a
back
combo
air.
off bomb.
Yeah.
That would've been cool.
Ooh, arrow almost hitting, landing on stage.
Yeah, and Link's options are just like not really committal, so he can just kind of throw these projectiles out and stuff, and they'll do his work for him, and he doesn't even have to go off stage to edgeguard a lot of the time. Yeah, I'll be out of shield.
Yeah,
Just
that is a
call
strong
out.
move. It was only at 100.
Yeah. It was nearly 10 there. Another hit from Link here should probably do it. Or like a aerial, like a fair or something.
No roll in from Hyper, unable to get the down smash.
Oh, we just looked for a snipe there.
Last
And again,
hit is zero.
Yeah, that can be
Yeah,
sometimes.
if you
just
don't
hard.
have disjoints and your character does on their recovery, it could be hard to try and hit him out of his.
And again, Link's weight. He didn't die to that up throw, which usually does kill characters that are around that percent. But he's still living at like 176, 183.
Ring not landing.
Yeah, still on his first stock. Up throw should do it there.
Wow.
Yeah,
The raw up throw.
just was struggling to find a way out of disadvantage, and then Hyper took advantage of that. Took a kill.
Yeah, they knew what defensive option was coming, so they just ran into the grab.
Yeah, he baited out the grab. I'm pretty sure. Hyper did. Which is probably like one of Link's only weaknesses, but at the same time, like having a long grab can help, and it's definitely like one of the fastest like tether grabs in the game.
Yeah, it depends on the rest of your toolkit, because if you're a brawler, you want a quick grab as opposed to a tether.
Yeah.
But a character like Link, they probably want a tether. Good
Yeah,
on
a
them.
character that like really excels at like hitting you at some sort of like longer distance, like a Link or maybe like Samus, probably do like having that tether grab a lot more. And it also does help that it like gives them another way to recover, like the Zair there. This should be hyper dead. Yeah, good snipe there.
That reverse up B, really good on Billybob. Able
Ledge
to
hog there.
launch hyper off stage. Alright, 2 stocks to 1 right now.
This is looking a lot more in Billy's favor than the last 2 games. Like, Billy, Hyper has kept it close the last 2, but
Yeah, Billybob just played really well at the beginning of this and was able to get a big lead. But
Yeah.
HyperMania is fighting back, not getting shut out.
nope. There.
Down tilt
Alright,
intuitive
he's got
back air.
combos.
Wasn't able to punish that tech roll
Oh. Off stage now. Got hit by the spring. Still gonna make it back.
in. Punishing that down smash with the tether. Not landing the dash attack.
That was a smart bomb there, actually. He
you're
threw
able
it
to-
upwards and then dash attacked, and he wouldn't get punished for the end like he'd be in because the bomb would hit him out of it. Very smart.
Yep.
Oh, covered all his options there, I think.
Alright, just
Another
Link's
hero-
moves to the higher covering and another hero spin
This
to
game's winner is
wrap up that match.
Link.
Yep.
1 in Billybob's favor.
So I think best of 5 still, so one more game I imagine is gonna do it. We could see the HyperMania bringing this back in this 4th game here.
Definitely possible.
Starting off strong, solid like 48. And he's still going. Yeah, if HyperMania just gets a lead early and then doesn't really like let go of it, then I imagine Billy's gonna have to play super hard to win this game. But he's not really gonna have to like look for a comeback, it's the thing, because Link can just super easily get a lot of stuff that other characters would have to like struggle to do.
Yeah,
Probably
Link
like-
playing passive could still net him a kill.
Yeah. Because, like, you're eventually gonna have to approach that HyperMania unless you're, like, explicitly timing him out. Which you probably aren't.
Neither of them
trade.
dying to that trade there.
I think Link actually benefits a lot more from trades being as heavy as he is.
Yeah, it's definitely the heavier characters. They usually have stronger moves too.
Yeah, they live for longer, they have stronger moves, more knockback, they could kill earlier. Yeah, generally these trades are gonna go more in Link's favor. But Hyper liked that one trade there. Yeah, 172. A lot of like self-damage from the bombs and whatnot. But Hyper has to close this out.
Yeah, Hyper's also at a high percent could die as well. Like right there. Hyper's going a lot for the spring into up air, trying to catch Billybob being high.
Ooh, competent tip up smash.
Bomb
there.
in the forward air, breaking out of that and landing the forward smash.
Yeah. Caught him not teching there, which I don't imagine it would have been too bad if he had died at that late. But definitely could have like lived for like 10% longer. I'm nitpicking at this point, but still. If there is an opportunity, you
I
usually
mean,
want
if
to take
you
it.
are near 200, you have to try to live as long as possible.
Yeah, at that point.
It's just fun to see how high of a percent you can get to.
Yeah. And especially, I imagine like trying to edge guard would be a lot
that
more
was a
controlled.
nice forward air, but didn't take the sonic.
Oh, mistimes the down tilts. Alright, still gonna get him with the up B. Alright.
And only 67 on Billybob.
Yeah. Which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. I like how he's just using a lot of bomb and like Z drops to just create places where Hyper can't be.
Yeah, it's almost like Snake with his grenades. They both get blown up, but it's in Billy Bob's favor because he's heavier and with the lead.
Yeah. I liked how he threw the bomb at Hyper there, and then he Hyper power shielded it, and then he still caught the bomb and threw it back at him.
Unable to land that down smash. Billy Bob's still living.
And again, the hero spin gonna catch him.
Grabbing in between the hits of that up smash.
Yeah, using the Z drop to get him out of that dash attack there. Very nice.
Yeah, really nice use of the bomb and landing that down air. Really
Yeah, up tilt down air, and possibly Hyper's tournament stock here.
And good play on Billy Bob, switching characters from Waluigi to Link, knowing that matchup was more doable.
Yeah, I don't think the Waluigi Sonic matchup was necessarily like bad for Waluigi. I just think it was a lot worse than Link Sonic. So.
Well, Link's more consistent, and in this high tier play, you want consistency.
Grab here.
Right,
Yeah, just runs away after these grabs and such. Just reinforcing Hyper to approach him, which is very nice.
Ooh, catching that spring with the boomerang. A lot of bomb pressure. Missing the hero spin.
He missed the grab.
Ooh.
You hate to let a Link move go unpunished, if possible. Another good hit here from Billy. Should take it.
Yep, like that one.
Yeah. So 3-1 for Billy over HyperMania.
Great gameplay from both of them.
Definitely.